one.
All right. I'm going to hit F5 and see if we are live. Oh, look, I made an entire rhyme. That's
Did you
awesome.
really? Oh, I like
I
that.
did. Hit F5 to see if we're live.
Oh, F5 to see if we're live. Do, 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 do. All right.
Ooh, it says we're live.
It
Does
does.
it? It says live. Oh, and that is my face, and that is some glowy hair.
Is my
Holy
face
night.
on there too, or not? Because
It is.
if it's scary, I can take my face off. That's good.
No, I think that it's my hair that's glowing, but not yours though. Like,
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, I see. It's on there. That's awesome. All right. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share this out,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go ahead and stop looking over here so that I actually look at the camera.
Yep. I know. I have this tendency of like, okay, there's you down over here. There's camera, you,
Right?
camera. Yeah. So.
Talking about Great Plains Gaming Project and Great Plains Game Fest. Man, there's so many things I'm talking about. It's cool. I have a lot of fun things that I'm doing. And mint control.
Let's see here.
I'm gonna come watch. Who all's watching? So far we've got what?
I don't
Two?
know.
I think I saw two. Yeah, it
Okay.
takes some time figuring out where all of the things are that
Oh yeah.
you need to watch kind of things. Like I was live with Kara Shoemaker from
Mm-hmm.
the Unicorn. What is it called?
Is it board game unicorn?
Yeah, it's something like that, but that's not quite right. I don't know. What? Oh, she's gonna kill me for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share it again and
Okay.
say to. No, I don't want to start watch parties. That's a bad idea. All right. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Ooh, I think that I shared your page instead of the actual thing.
Let's see. It says shared the charity board gamer. Yep.
Oops, my
It's
bad.
all good. All good.
Hopefully they'll get here. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna do this one. See, this is the part that I'm not so good at yet.
Sorry,
Oh,
I am constantly learning. I am constantly learning every day, and I'm very thankful for this community to help out with educating me, as I like to call it.
right.
Yep.
Share on page you manage. Here we go. We're gonna say here.
Okay.
And that's gonna be 524 Labs. So 524 Labs is
Mhm.
now telling everybody about it. And lastly, I'm going to pop over
Sweet.
to share at the Great Plains Gaming Project because they are crazy and they let me actually have some sort of say on what goes on this page. They never.
They're pretty awesome. I was looking through some of
They
that.
have
So.
such cool stuff, but I don't know why they let me do anything. That's crazy. All right. Okay, I have done 3
All right.
shares. I am ready to rock. Let's do this.
You ready to rock?
I
All
am.
right. We'll do this.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, it's Chris from the Charity Board Gamer. I'm here with Rachel from 524 Labs,
Awesome.
one of the creators behind the amazing Mint Works, Mint Cooperative, and coming up soon, Mint Control. I'm excited about that.
This is true.
We got the chance to meet at PAX Unplugged, and something that we were able to do is we were talking a little bit about Great Plains Gaming Project as well as the Great Plains Gaming Festival. They made that a tongue twister, I'll tell you that.
I know, right?
But a couple things we're just going to do today is talk a little bit about some of what Rachel's doing, and also discuss a little bit about the Great Plains Gaming. I'm just going to say the abbreviation one, GPGP.
GPGP is all.
GPGP.
Yes,
That's so much easier
absolutely.
for me.
That's great. And I see that we have Lee Searcy is watching. Hi, Lee. How are
Hey.
you? I'm like, I'm waving at my computer where I see that he's there, and I need to actually wave right here because.
Well, I'm so used to looking down. I know I mentioned a little while, but I'm like looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, having to look at the camera. I'm not used to that, but it's a learning experience for me.
That's right. That's right.
So,
Well,
so
okay. So
go ahead.
which part do you where do you want to start? GPGP?
You know what? Let's start with you. Let's talk about the GPGP as the bulk of our conversation. But I'd
Awesome.
love to for people that may not know you or have not met you, and if they have not met you, they need to meet you because you're just
Oh
an
my
awesome
goodness.
person.
You're funny.
I just there's something charismatic about you that just makes people want to hang out. So
Oh.
that's just how I feel. If you have not met Rachael, any convention, you can just go up to her, talk to her, and she is just kind and caring. And so I'll start off with that because it's great to know somebody in the board game industry that is very easily approachable, and she really is. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about 524 Labs, and then about this a couple games that you were wanting to talk about that are coming up.
Sure
So.
thing. All right. So, 524 Labs is home of the Mint series. My husband, Justin, he created Mint Works, Mint Delivery. We worked with John Gilmore and Brian Lewis for Mint Cooperative. And then we now found another tucked behind on a shelf kind of design, Mint Control, that Justin still had up his sleeve, and which, they're small enough, they can be in your sleeves. If I had long sleeves, I would totally do that right now. um
Right.
okay, got it. So yeah, we that's the bulk of what we do. um and it's just been really, really cool to get to know everybody too, because I did not start out in this position. Justin did this hard and long hours by himself for a long time before I caught the bug along with him. And when I did, I started trying to figure out ways that I could connect locally also, because I mean, it's really awesome to be able to go to conventions where I met you, Chris, at PAX Unplugged, and be able to see the greater gaming whole as a community. Um, but I really, being the way I am, wanted to connect here at home too. So I kind of looked around until I found some amazing people that were doing the same thing I wanted to do. And so I never reinvent the wheel if I don't have time for it. So I was like, yes, I want to be a part of you, Great Plains Gaming Project. GPGP rules.
So what is the Great Plains gaming project for people that have not heard about it before? I know we talked a little bit about it previously, but tell me a little bit more about what it does for people, how it helps others.
Sure. Well, Great Plains Gaming Project is a nonprofit. It's a 501c3 nonprofit here in Lincoln, Nebraska, where I live. And they are just really, their mission is to expand the hobby by explaining to people who are, have the opportunity to become casual gamers, what the social and cognitive benefits of board gaming are, and how they can be used for teaching. They can be used. They help you socially. A lot of people connect that way, and that's something that I'm passionate about. And the entire point of board gaming to me is to connect with people, and that's something that we've been a part of by doing a lot of donations to people who may or may not have the opportunities to get board games. We like to do lots of donations, and then we'll go out and teach and things like that. And then our main fundraiser of the year is the Great Plains Game Festival. And that's also here in Lincoln, and it's Friday. Friday is when it is. It's going to be on February 28th through March 1st. So we decided that since it was leap year, that if there was going to be an extra day in the year, we were going to spend it gaming. So we had to have it then. And so we are going to be using this as an opportunity to reach out to our local community. We've done some advertising in the Quad State area because we're kind of down in the corner, the southeastern corner of Nebraska. So we're really close to Kansas City, Kansas, like Lawrence, where K-State is. And also we're close to Iowa, Council Bluffs, those kind of things. So it's kind of this Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa world where you can spend 3 days having a blast within an hour.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So the festival is the 28th to the 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about how some of these, you're talking about the cognitive and even for the educational aspects of it. And I love the idea that donating board games to people who normally probably couldn't get them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like an example of something that maybe where the charity has helped a particular family or something of that nature?
Well, I know that we've done a lot of things, specifically before I came on last year. I know that they worked with Cedars, which is a uh, underprivileged youth foster care type of association here in Lincoln. That they went and did stuff there and kind of taught there. They've also gone up to the Ronald McDonald House in Omaha, where families are staying while they're at the Children's Hospital. And then recently, just before Christmas, we had the opportunity to go to the Omaha Home for Boys. And we had a blast because we took a whole bunch of games up there, and I got to help pick some. I was really excited because I have kids also, and I know the kind of things that my 12-year-old daughter actually would want to play versus, Kalis for like a 13-year-old. I mean, there are very special 13-year-olds that probably would want to play Kalis, but my daughter likes, paranormal detectives, chronicles of crime, things that are, going to get all this interesting stuff. She's very into forensics and things. So I kind of leaned that way, and it was really fun. And actually, we got a chance to teach the boys that are there also. And they had a great time. I love interacting with them. And then at the end, able to tell them thank you so much for being um, great hosts, and that I truly hope that they wish them the best for their future, and that we want to go back and see them again, and just, enjoy playing with kids that I wouldn't necessarily interact with on a daily basis. So one of the things that I taught them that was great. I have to show you because we had talked about this on we played just one with a bunch of teenage boys, and it was hysterical because they realized, and I asked them, I said, well, have you ever played any board games before? They're like, no, maybe Monopoly or Connect Four or something. And I'm like, oh, well, this is not Monopoly. And we got to play, and they got to play a party game, and I was like, no, guys, yes, you can play it as written, but the best part of a party game is to play with inside jokes. So you really are you two roommates? You guys should do. I'm sure you have something that only you two are going to figure out. And it worked like a charm, and they really were able to enjoy themselves, and it was great. So on Friday, I had such a good time with this. Every time I played this game, I don't know if very many people know about it, but it was the why am I blanking on this? It was Spiel des Jahres award winner for last year, which Spiel des Jahres is the international award for games that are approachable, easy. Anybody could pick this up and figure it out, and you should, because it's really, really fun. And the best part is that I have had a great time every single time I've played it. And so I chose to teach it this weekend at the Great Plains Game Festival.
So what was the other game? You said that you were going to be teaching two games. What was the other game that you're going to be teaching?
Yes, I'm going to teach this wonderful thing.
Ooh.
Chronicles of Crime.
Somebody tells me you like the Lucky Duck line. You can't go wrong with Lucky Duck.
I would follow Vince to the ends of the earth because that man is amazing. And he is just such a great guy. I love supporting him, and it's just icing on top that all of his stuff is gold.
So are you gonna look at possibly bringing home what's the next one that he's got coming out, like 1400, 2400, or what with the future and the past? And
yeah, I want to tease him because I think that we're launching at the exact same time on the 3rd. And he's doing all of the noir. It's not noir. It's all of his new expansions for Chronicles of Crime, and I'm launching Mint Control, and I'm just gonna tease him. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, I see you. That's gonna be such a crazy day anyway. There's so many amazing launch buddies that I have.
So tell us a little bit about Mintworks too, because I know we've got something special that we're announcing on here, and I know I've already put a little bit of announcements out there already.
That's okay.
But
Do you want me to talk about Mint Works or Mint Control?
Mint Control.
I do that all the time. So Mint Control is it is Mintworks' evil twin. So where you got to do all these other strategic things with Mintworks, this is much more competitive in that you get to push people around. Part of it is it's an area control mechanic. And with an area control mechanic, you get to try and control certain areas of the board. And so what you're trying to do is gain the most influence throughout the whole game, and whoever uses all of their influence tokens wins. But the best part is that you can kick people off.
Yeah, I remember us talking about this. There's a take that nature to it.
Yes, you
I
get
like
to oust, and when you oust somebody, you end up kicking them off, and there are some consolation type effects, like, oh, you got kicked off, but that now means that you get this kind of as a consolation prize. And sometimes those I love that it has like a little bit higher level of skill, and like for an experienced gamer, there's this fine balance that you have to strike, because if it's a really good approachable game, an experienced gamer can get bored, but in this, an experienced gamer will start to see the layers of strategy, because a first-time gamer doesn't think that it's a good thing to oust yourself, but it can be. So it's really fun to be able to watch that level of perception just kind of dawn on them, and I'm just so excited. This is one of my favorite of the series, and I am just over the moon ready to show everybody this game.
Well, I had the chance to see it at PAX Unplugged, and if anybody else hasn't seen it yet, it is a fun little game. And I love the fact that the whole starting of what you were telling me, I remember Mintworks kind of came from a thing that was on Board Game Geek.
Mm-hmm.
That was a competition, and it was kind of that thing of, okay, who can make a game using an Altoid box, basically.
Right.
And you made that happen. You and your husband made that happen. And then it went on to Mint Cooperative, and now we're at Mint Control. And you've got it a little bit, I think, a little bit thicker. I think you've decided for the component's sake. And but it's neat, because I love the idea that these are nice stocking stuffers, and you even had a stocking.
I remember, and you're like, how much was that?
How much is the stocking? I know.
It was just a decor, Chris.
I was so excited. I was like, I want to take that home. I wanted to take the
Awesome.
stocking home and just be like, oh, look, I got a special stocking from.
I mean, I would let you. You can have a stocking.
I just thought it looked cool. I loved the whole appearance of it all, because it was very much into the holiday feel.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. And of course, you had all the games kind of like lined up, and then Mint Control was just kind of right there for everybody to see. So it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yes.
I am a nerd. All right.
It's like, and I love the presentation and the playscape, and I can go nerdy with you. Don't worry.
No, it was good. So one of the things that we're doing with the Charity Board Gamer, and also with 524 Labs, is we've got a giveaway going on right now. It's going to be going on. It started at midnight last night. I don't know how they say it. Midnight's today, midnight last night. I don't know. But it's something special that Rachael was willing to do, and I'm really excited about it. We are going to be giving away a pledge to Mint Control for the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
And the Charity Board Gamer site, we're going to be going ahead and giving away a coffee mug. It's something fun to drink coffee with.
Absolutely.
And
it's such a cute logo. I love it.
Thank you. Stephanie Skiles made the artwork for it. If you are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it's Steph Skiles Art. Really amazing artist. She's local to here in Charleston, West Virginia, and I reached out to her and said, hey, I like what you're doing with your artwork. Would you consider doing a logo? And so all I gave her was simply, hey, it's going to be board games and it's going to be charity related. Can you just kind of connect the two?
Wow. And she came up with all of those bits. I love how it has all the different components. Is she a gamer?
She is a gamer. She actually does some
Okay.
D&D streaming. She does a lot of illustrations for different people. She does, what's it called, storylines and stuff like that. So if somebody ever wants to get like their character created for their D&D campaign, they do that. So it's neat.
Right.
But I was very grateful that she came up with that logo, and it really once my wife and I saw that, and I even shared it to you and shared it with some other people, and I said, what do you guys think of this? And I think it was a unanimous, this is good. So
That's awesome. I love it.
But yeah, that's something we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing that from Sunday today till all the way till Sunday of this coming week. Yes. So it's in celebration of the Great Plains Gaming Project. Easy ways to actually get entries in it. It's through King Sumo. Yeah, King Sumo. Yes. And the idea is simply, we'd like for you to go to their website. So that's an entry right there. We'd like for you to look at the Great Plains Gaming Festival. So that's an entry right there. We want you to be following them. That's entries on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you like those things and you want to take a look, we want you to take a look at those things first. Also, of course, we've got Mint Control coming out real soon. Kickstarter March 3rd. Right? Okay.
Yes, and if you want more info on that, go to mintseries.com, and I will go ahead and drop that into the comments too, so that way everybody knows where to click.
Yeah, and we've got the Twitter on there as well as an entry, the Instagram, and the Facebook. So you can also go to all of those pages related to 524 Labs, and then the charity board gamer site. If you ever want to look at some interviews that we've done for the charity, that's also on there as well. But something else that we were talking about is what's a way that we as gamers and a community can give back already. So this whole week, starting from today all the way till Sunday, any purchases on the charity board gamer site, 40% of all profits this week is going to go back to the GPGP. So that's the idea. So if you get a shirt or if you get a sticker, 40% of that is going to go towards charity. The reason why we're doing 40% and not 60% is because the other 60% is currently going towards another charity that we're helping out with right now. So 100% of all sales this week from the charity board gamer site is going straight towards charity. So this is your chance of going ahead. If you like the logo, if you like what it represents of bringing people together to do good for the community, we'd love for you to go ahead and support it, and know that your support is going towards 2 different charities, which are well worth supporting. So but I love talking to you every time.
You're so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we connected at PAX. So just to tell everybody how I met Chris.
Okay.
So I decided that I was going to reach out to everybody who had said that they were going to come to my event that I was hosting, and you had been invited, or you had showed interest or something, and so I went through, and anybody who was interested, I reached out and said hi, and you were on your way there. And was this your first board game convention?
Not my first, but my first kind of dealing more along the sides of doing more with the charity board gamer site. It was
more media.
Yeah, because I do demonstrations and stuff at the conventions, but I've been really trying to get more charity related interviews to kind of promote that a lot more. So
yes, and you messaged back and you're like, okay, I'm a couple hours out and I'm nervous, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's all good. And then you came up to me at the event. I was so glad that you came, because I was worried we weren't going to have anybody come, because everybody worries. Everybody is just as nervous as the next person, and we all have our own things that we want to be reassured about. And I was so glad that you came up and said hi to me, and that I was able to connect with you. And I feel like we've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff because of that.
It's very true. I love this friendship that's come from it. I'm very thankful for it. There's something nice about when you actually get to meet the people that you're working with and talking to. When you're talking on Facebook, it's like, okay, are they going to respond? Are they busy?
Wait for the 3 dots.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's been 5 minutes. I don't know if maybe they don't want to talk. I don't know. That's my anxiety. I think that kicks in sometimes. But what's amazing is like I went to was it I think it was the press event that was being held by you all.
Yeah.
And so I went to the press event, and I am the odd duck because I don't know anybody really. I'm like, oh hey, there's a person I've seen online. There's a person I've seen online. I've never talked to that person or any of these people. And so was it Jesse Quackalope?
Yes.
He and I met at Origins last year, and we started up a friendship, and then he was just introducing me to people, and then I saw Rachel, and I'm like, Rachel, and I think you gave me a hug, which
probably did,
and I'm pretty sure I asked beforehand, are you okay with hugs? I'm like,
oh yeah, I'm a hugger, no worries.
Remember, if you ever go to conventions, make sure you ask beforehand.
That is true.
That's very true. But I felt welcomed. I felt welcomed in this community, and ever since I've felt very welcomed and very, very thankful for the people that are the designers and the people that really work hard on these things and are willing to take the time to talk to us and make us feel welcome. So try not to sweat. So yeah, I say that. I say my eyes sweat once in a while. So
funny.
Yeah. But Rachel has been awesome to talk to, and I thank you so much for being on here. But like we said, we've got the giveaway. It's actually already on the website, so if you want to click on that, join in. You're welcome to. The merchandise store, if you want to go ahead and start purchasing, remember 40% of all profits is going to be going towards the GPGP, and that's a big thing that you can play a part of. You know that. Yeah, you're not living in Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't know if I can make a 7.7 hour, 57-minute drive.
Oh, I was checking.
I checked.
That's awesome.
I can't this weekend. I'm actually teaching games for my local game store. I thought about it, though.
That is wonderful.
But that's kind of where we want to go. Is I want to go to the point where we can make it out to some of these events and support these charities. Right. But it's awesome. Remember that every single donation makes a difference. Taking a look at that website, learning about what these charities are about, knowing what you're actually being informed about, and actually making educated decisions on where your money is going to go, because there's so many good causes, and this is one of those causes I highly recommend putting your money towards. But Rachel, love talking to you. I know I'm going to most likely talk after this anyways.
Yes, well, and I'm trying to find the stuff that I can click on so I can put it in, because I want people to be able to see, and everybody wants just a quick click to find your King Sumo and things like that. I'm trying to find where you put it. Where'd you put it?
Okay, hold on. Let's see here.
Everybody talk amongst yourselves.
Yes,
We've got
try to figure out so the King Sumo one. Let me see here. I'll find it real quick.
I want to see that.
I don't know if people still see me on here or not. I don't know, but let's see.
I'll look. Are you still there?
Promote.
I still see you.
Okay, good. It's just because I'm looking at a completely different window. Let's see. Copy link.
Yes.
And there we go. Copy, and I'm going to paste it right here. Don't know if it popped in. All right, is that it?
There it is. Yes.
Sweet. So that's that.
On that.
And then people said the website for the merchandise.
Website. Yes, Teespring, right?
Yep, Teespring.
And I ordered my shirt a while ago, so that way hopefully it would be here by this weekend so I can wear it at the convention.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Let's see here. Let me copy the link address, and I'm going to put it right into the text in the chat. Pretty sure I just put it in wrong, but we'll find out one way or the other.
I am also putting in a few other things too.
Yep, that was not it. Let me see here. Copy. Let me do it this way.
Gaming project.
Okay, I think I put it in. Yep, it's in there now. And I put in a very long link.
Oh,
which I'm going to
ignore that part.
Ignore all of that. Ignore the giant bunch of letters. Which
get yourself some cute merch for a good cause, and get all of the giveaway. Enter yourself in all the different ways so that I can give you a mint control pledge, because I want everybody to have this game.
And so do I. But Rachel, thank you again.
No problem. Would do it again in a heartbeat, sir.
I appreciate it. I will. Hopefully, my heart will continue to beat, and I will be reaching out to you again the next time we're working on one of these things.
Absolutely. And thanks everybody for coming and watching. And I saw so many people pop in, and I saw Angel and Tara. Tara's going to teach Giant Mint Works for me this weekend.
Nice.
She's coming and she's doing Dinosaur Island. I can't wait for that. And she's doing all that, even though she's had some health issues. So I'm so appreciative of her. And she's also a fellow redhead, because I claim it right now, because this is what I have for right now. And
I don't have much hair to talk about, so
this is true. And my childhood friends Angel and Jeremy and Stephanie and Jody and my Aunt Joy and Colin, I thank you guys so much for even watching today. So that was really, really kind of you. Have a great day.
Thank you all very much.